Hamas hadn't started a war they can't win, thousands would be alive. Of course not. Hamas is a terrorist group, and they need to be destroyed. My country did take a couple weeks. It took a long time before they started the ground invasion. It took a full month before they went in with ground forces, man. It did. They took a lot of time to plan.
Shooting missiles and killing people with bombs.
Yes, because that's what you do. When rockets are coming at you, you got to shoot at the launcher so that they stop shooting rockets at you. Alright, dude. Listen,
They didn't kidnap 200 civilians? Hamas didn't kidnap 200 civilians?
No,
They're still in Gaza? We're wrong.
sir, why advocate for the American citizens that are in Hamas captivity right now? Have you ever advocated?
There's Americans
Have
in
you ever
Gaza.
done that?
Want to hear the humanitarian perspective on this?
Release the hospital. Release the hospital back.
Yeah, 130. Women, children, Holocaust survivors,
Little babies.
babies. Dear Bibas, 4 months old, and they are parading him around on the back of a pickup truck to show off. Hold on, sir. You said humanitarian. That's about as humanitarian as you're going to get.
I hope they come back.
The war will end when they come back.
I disagree. Have you advocated for the return of hostages? Okay. Listen, all I know is that my country was attacked, and if it was your country that was attacked, you would also want them to respond. You know, I know people that got killed. I do. I know people that got killed. Listen, a war is a war. Don't start a war you can't win. Tell that to Hamas. Don't start a war if you don't want to see dead people. Don't start a war. Hamas started a war. That's it. End of story. You can't say both sides. Israel didn't start the war. Hamas did. That's it. Yes, they are. Yes, they most certainly are. 95% support in the Gaza Strip. According to Reuters, 95% of Palestinians support Hamas.
Okay, so why do
Reuters, a liberal news organization.
Why do Israelis your age not want to join the army?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Israel and Palestine are the two countries in the world where the youth is more right-wing than the elderly. It is the only two countries in the world where the young people are more to the right. Yeah, as they should. It's called a trap. Same thing happened in the Vietnam War. Same thing happened in World War II. That's what's up. It's a war. You gotta go fight. Sorry.
Fuck Trump. Fuck Biden. Fuck all this shit. To me, what I'm waiting for is revolution. And the group that I'm supposed to represent, that's what they're here for. To let the people know that that's what we need.
Right.
So we can change everything in this motherfucker.
Right.
For Palestine, this country needs to be changed first, though. At least, you know, that's all my experience growing in this country over 50 fucking years. And I'm Peruvian. So, you know, my education, my experience, all that shit tells me that if we don't change this here, everybody, me, you know, other than them, they're going to be, you know, I'm not going to say well, but they're living just fine. They don't give a fuck about the rest of us. Right. So I'm thinking about my kids and my kids' kids.
Right. Now, if Trump does get back into the White House, you think he could possibly be worse for the Palestinian people, for Gaza? His policies would be worse than Biden's?
Well, I already look at Trump as a fool anyway, and he's already part of the fucking gang. I don't know, you know, and I'm sure you know your history and what's happened with Trump, all the shit, court now. You remember when he was trying to be impeached and all the Republicans hit that shit under the table talking about, oh, we're going to do this. I've never seen that in all my years being here. So I already know this country's changed, even though I knew that before then. That just put the stamp on it, as you might say, even though, like I said, I already know. That's why I say this country needs the people just got to wake up. Right. They're afraid. This country is great as just taking you elsewhere, dividing and just, you know, propaganda, TV, whatever the fuck it is. And the people eventually is going to wake up. And once they do, that's what I'm waiting for.
Right.
I'm hoping for.
Now, you know, you hear Biden and Democrats talk about the threats to democracy if Trump gets back into the White House, but how are we living in a democracy now?
And have been for hundreds of years. Right. You know, so it's the bullshit. Who you selling it to? Can't sell it to me. You know? And everybody else, like I say, either they in dreamland or they're afraid. Whatever the case might be. It could be so many things. I got to do my part. That's all. That's why I'm here.
And what do you think it will take for a revolution?
Well, we're working on it, but it's not, well, I'm just hoping something like back in the days happens, like what happened in Kent during the Vietnam War. But the people got to just go with it. It can't be like, all the way. It's got to be all the way. You want to change this fucking country for the better? You got to, sacrifice. That's where I'm, looking forward to. Hopefully it gets there in my lifetime.
Cool. From New York, from the Bronx?
I'm Brooklyn, East New York. Yeah, that's where I was raised at.
How do you feel about what's going on with the police there, their tactics on brutalizing protesters?
I'm going to tell you, if and we're talking here, so I had my jaw broken before my 20th birthday by 6 cops. Been arrested about 67, I don't even know how many times. This was during the first 70s and 80s. All they were doing was playing the lottery. I worked for an attorney, went to law school at John Jay College where I met lots of cops. So I know the bullshit. I know the ins and outs, court, jail. So, I have some education. Traveled a little bit over the countries. So there's not much people could tell me. Like I was just talking to a guy there. He's asking me, why do you support the Palestinian flag and the people? I mean, wake the fuck up. You Jews taking their country, but let's even go deeper than that. What happened to you guys during Hitler? They killed 6 million motherfuckers. Now you're doing it to other people and you can't see it? You're a fucking Nazi. Them 6 million people gotta be fucking turning in their graves. If they would have been alive knowing you doing some shit like that, and you running with Netanyahu, anybody who believes what Netanyahu believes, the way I see it, hang them or do exactly what they did to the fucking Nazis. Because you just genocide, killing children at that. Children. That's madness, man. Madness. Yeah, mama.
Shut up, you pussy clot, you! Shut up, you bumper clot, you rascal! Shut up with the rascal! Shut up with the rascal! Shut up with the bumper clot, you bumper clot!
This is a public park. That's our safety. That's our safety. Yo, Wallah, what statute said we can't serve fucking wrong? What statute said we can't serve? What statute said we can't serve?
And it's not like we have the right. We have the right to protest.
They don't give a fuck about you. Fuck Trump. Fuck Biden too. They don't give a fuck about you. Fuck Trump. Fuck Biden too. They don't give a fuck about you. Fuck Trump. Fuck Biden too. They don't give a fuck about you. Fuck Trump.